Well, good morning. It is almost 6:40 here in Boise, Idaho. Unlike when I stopped in Cheyenne, it's still rather dark out, but that makes sense because I'm further west, so the sunrise would be a little bit later than it would be toward the eastern edge of the mountain time zone. Today's the final leg. I'm heading for I'll be heading for Salem after I get some breakfast. I saw some Burger Kings, Carl's Jr.'s and whatnot on the way up here. I'm probably going to stop at one of those, get something to eat. Definitely need to get gas before I go, because I'm running in the double digits on the estimated distance to empty. Very useful feature to have on a car, trust me. So yeah, I'm gonna have me some coffee, get a little woken up, go have some breakfast, and then we'll be on the road. I did go and get some gas before I went for breakfast. Starbucks, by the way. Pumpkin cream cheese muffin, yummy. I also got pumpkin spice latte. Be jealous, Stephanie. Anyway, I did go get gas, and gas here in Boise is freaking expensive. $3.85.9 a gallon. So, yeah, really expensive. The good news is, when I budgeted out my gas, I figured on and estimated on based on about $4 a gallon. So by those standards, I am still well under budget. And it looks like I'm only going to have to fuel up maybe one more time before I'm actually in Salem. So, and that'll be well down the road because I'm only driving 473 miles. Or roughly about that. Less than 500 at least. So, I'll see you again when something interesting happens. Finally! The bird has come back to Oregon! Wait, I've never been to Oregon before. So I can't exactly come back to Oregon now, can I? Okay, well at any rate, I am in Oregon. Maybe I'll reserve that little joke for when I finally make it to the Pacific time zone, because I actually have been in the Pacific time zone before. And now I can use this joke. Finally, the bird has come back to the Pacific time zone. See, now it fits. Coming up on the town that's apparently named Lime. I have to wonder, was it named after the fruit or the mineral? Considering what part of the country we're in right now, I'd say probably the mineral. 1 mile to Lookout Mountain, which with the way these roads have been curving, I imagine is so named because if you take the curve too sharp, well then look out! Just in case you think I was kidding earlier about the road curves, I'm driving on one right now, and you are coming along with me. And see, sign up there, supposed to go 55 miles an hour on these curves. Yeah, that's how brutal they are. A 75-mile-an-hour highway getting cut down to 55 because the road curves so much. Okay, so they have these areas over on the side of the road where you can park to chain up your trucks in case of snow. You see any snow anywhere? Because I don't. Oh, sorry. Dropped the camera. Don't vlog and drive, kids. But yeah, they have these areas where you can chain up your tires if you're driving a truck for snow, and there's no snow around here. Now granted, I realize it's not winter, and I realize it's been blazingly hot in most of the country this summer, but I still find that kind of funny. Ladies and gentlemen, there is actually a motel called the Oregon Trail Motel. I am not making this up, folks. And in fact, back there, there's a restaurant too. Although I'm highly certain that the odds of you getting dysentery are extremely remote. And oh, look, deer. There's a 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 deer. Did I say there was a deer? Because there was a deer! By the way, I forgot to mention where this Oregon Trail motel and restaurant are. I am right now in Baker City, Oregon. I stopped to use the restroom and stretch my legs. Also, get me a little pain reliever for the shoulder and the elbow, because they've been kind of a little stiff. Wonder why. But yeah, Oregon Trail Motel and Restaurant. You think I was going to let that one go? Hell no. Well, that gas station that I stopped at while I was going through there, and while I passed by the Oregon Trail Restaurant, no, I'm not going to let that one go. That's funny. It was pretty far into Baker City, but it did have a good point, though. Namely, the fact that my GPS actually directed me to a pass-through to get back onto 84. So I didn't have to go back completely the other way to get back onto the highway. So it's still a little bit longer of a distance overall, but at least I'm not adding what I subtracted. At least I'm not adding what I added on again what I added, if that makes any sense. So, on the road again. Gee, ain't it great to be on the road again? That's all the part of that song that I know. So I'll shut up and drive on the road again. Here's something I forgot to mention when I was in Idaho, but since I just saw a sign for it here in Oregon, it kind of applies now as well. Very nice of them to warn you when you're in an area that is prone to dust storms. In Oklahoma, when you're going by, a farm or something kicks up a huge dust cloud, you don't get any warning except for seeing the giant cloud of dust ahead of you. This one has a sign that says possible dust blowing area next, X miles. I like that. Question for my Oregonian friends. What is this river? I don't know the name of it. I just know it goes along I-84, so please answer that for me when this is up. I think I know now, because I just saw a sign that said now entering Columbia River Gorge. So I think that river over there to my right, that you can't see because I'm not pointing the camera that way, that one is the Columbia River. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that's what it is. Damn! Alright, looks like it is lunchtime. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I'm just stopping at a McDonald's, gonna do my little, my little cheap trick. Mama's alright, Daddy's alright, they just seem a little weird. Sorry, I said cheap trick. That song automatically pops into my head when I hear the words cheap trick. Anyway, food. Be right back. Okay, since I decided to stop here at McDonald's, I'm going to do a little impromptu thing for you. I am going to do a little kind of bird tries type thing, in the vein of all the videos you often see on the internet of someone trying something new, a new food or something weird or wacky. But I'm going to do that with, if I can keep a hold of it, the s'mores pie from McDonald's. Now, I would like to begin by disclaiming that I have never had one of these before. And as you can see, it is uneaten. In fact, I'll show you the whole thing, just so you know I'm not lying. Yeah. It is perfectly intact, so, you know, as I have not taken a bite out of it, so you are going to be getting my legitimate first reaction to the s'mores pie. It's not bad. Crust tastes sufficiently graham crackery. The chocolate filling's really good. Marshmallow filling's not too bad either. Honestly, if they just put the chocolate filling on this and like the regular pie crust, or even had a special pie crust for it, like the graham cracker crust, I'd be ecstatic. That would be great. The marshmallow really doesn't add all that much to it, except to say that yes, it is a s'mores pie. On the whole, not bad though. Mama taught me not to talk with my mouth full. Okay. Now, back to the road. I'm going to try and make it to Salem in one solid shot. If I do have to stop anywhere, it's probably going to be in Portland. So, we'll see how that goes. So many trees. All of the trees. Now why can't we have this in western Oklahoma, huh? Trees, they'll grow friggin' anywhere, except for western Oklahoma. I would just like to say to people who may not be proponents of driving interstates as opposed to like back roads, calling them the quote-unquote scenic route, and considering interstates rather dull, take a look at the pictures that I will post and some of the video that I will put up. I think I have disproven that assertion, because I've been on interstates for most of this trip, and aside from, you know, going through Kansas, Wyoming, and Idaho, and even parts of that, there and parts of Colorado, driving the interstates has not been boring. In fact, it's been very, very scenic and beautiful. So there, don't be afraid to take the interstate. Portland, Oregon! I am in you. For now, at least. And I've finally made it to Salem, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop here just to be safe. I have finally made it to Salem. Now I just gotta find the place that I reserved as my hotel. So I'm going to follow Mina's advice and find that place and probably take a nap. I'm freaking tired. It's been a long trip, man. And finally I am here, settled in Salem in my hotel room. Now the fun part. Getting this onto my computer and editing it up into viewable format. So who knows, I might take some vlogs while I'm out here looking for a job. You know, kind of try and relate my experiences to y'all. We'll see how that goes. So that's it. This trip is over. Until whenever y'all see me next. Shadowbird, Jeremy K. Later, y'all.